My name is Martyr and this is Let's Play Volume, and thank you for watching. Volume is a stealth-based puzzle game, guys, and a lot of people have been comparing this to Metal Gear Solid in the VR missions, and to be honest, there is certainly some similarities there for sure, guys. But the basic idea is that you're kind of sneaking around levels and you're collecting, a certain amount of stolen goods, and then you can exit the level, and there's gadgets that you can use to distract the guards. I mean, we have seen games kind of like this before, guys. Third Eye Crime is the first one that shoots to mind. There's some others, but that's definitely the first one that kind of shoots to mind. Mechanically speaking, Volume is a very simple game, guys. It's all about just kind of sneaking around, but it kind of rises that complexity as you play it more and more, and it starts introducing different kinds of elements and adversities, guys, and you'll see what I mean in a bit, guys. Volume released on Steam August 2015. It was developed and published by BitHell Games. You can go ahead and get Volume on Steam for the first week's sale price of $17.99 or $19.99 normally. There is also a special edition that comes with an ebook and a soundtrack and a copy of Thomas Was Alone. If you're wondering why it comes with that, by the way, it's because this was the exact same developer who made Thomas Was Alone. So we're going to just jump straight into things, guys. As always, if you want, you can click on that big red box up there. It says skip to the action. That'll take you directly to the gameplay. But otherwise, we're going to start off with the rather robust settings. And why do I say they're robust? It's because there's quite a few, options around for you to mess around with here. From, languages to voice volume. There's a lot of sliders here for you to kind of screw around with subtitles. You can reset the story elements if you wanted. We're going to keep the settings. There's a lot of advanced settings as well. You can have full 1080p resolution. You got a couple graphical choices: shadow mode, shadow cascades, anti-aliasing, full screen, all that good jazz. Controls, you got rebindable controls. The game does say it features full controller support. It's mostly partial controller support. My Logitech controller, it has a lot of mismatched buttons. I think it's definitely probably leaning towards the Xbox 360 crowd. So I would say it has partial controller support. If you have one of the more mainstream controllers, you're not going to have any issues. But if you're like me and you have a Logitech controller, you're going to have a couple of problems here and there. But I mean, for the most part, it's not that big a deal because, the game, it's cool if you play with the controller. It doesn't necessarily require it, to be honest with you. This isn't necessarily based off of Twitch skills here. And you can rebind all the keys as far as the keyboard and mouse goes to whatever the heck you want. So it's not that big a deal, to be honest with you, that my controller doesn't work. It's just something that's to be noted there. The game does feature Steam cards and Steam achievements, which is also pretty friggin' sweet. And apparently, as you play the game more and more, it looks like you might unlock some different character models to play as when you're in the main game itself. So that kind of covers it. As far as options go, there is also a map editor, which is really friggin' sweet. You can actually create your own levels here, and this is actually going to be a huge deal that I'm going to talk about by the end of the game here, and there's a reason for that, because there's 100 levels for the base campaign here for you to play through and enjoy, and then there's options to play online and play maps created from other people, and I think that's going to be definitely the thing that's going to add a lot of replay value. That's what's going to give you a lot of bang for your buck. It's definitely that's what's going to cover the price of the game, is that replay value, is that online aspect to it, especially if a lot of people start making a lot of levels. So I'm just gonna just jump us straight into a level here so that we can just kind of get an idea of what we're looking at here. There's also a little bit of like a speed run aspect, which it looks like some people already learned how to cheat, because it says -1 second. That's pretty damn impressive. -1 second. Somebody's beating the game in minus than a second there. So obviously there's some cheating going on there, if I had to guess. We're gonna play now, because I am a little bit, I've been playing the game for a little while here. Some of the story elements are not going to be like activating as much. There's voice acting, and apparently Andy Serkis did one of the voices, and the voice acting, I will say, it's fairly done pretty well here. Okay, so obviously there's a couple things here that are just kind of silly. Particularly the AI is kind of dumb as shit. Like right there, you saw me totally just get caught, and then I just kind of hid behind a wall. I hit shift button and I just kind of hid behind the wall, and then he saw me basically, and that was the end of it. There's a couple of problems here mechanically with the AI and the way it does things. You just saw two prime examples of what just happened there. These little diamonds here are kind of like checkpoints. If you run through these, even though you're caught, you're going to teleport to that checkpoint and kind of teleport into the future, essentially, even though you were caught. And that mechanically becomes a problem, because all you really need to do is, you don't necessarily need to worry about getting caught. All you really need to worry about, I'll just give you an example. Okay, I'm going to hide for 2 seconds, and I'm going to just run towards the checkpoint. Well, had I made it through that checkpoint, it wouldn't have mattered that I kind of had to be reset. And that just becomes an issue, mechanically speaking. It becomes a little bit silly, and is a bit of a problem. I can also hide from this guard in many different ways right here and just piss him off. But you get the idea. Just mechanically speaking, there is a couple of issues when it comes to the stealth aspects, but I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. What is it that you can do in this game? Well, obviously your character can move around. There is no run button, but basically I can hit the shift button and I'll automatically lock onto a wall. I can also hit the hold on. Well, normally you can hit the space bar and it'll kind of snap you around corners. I might have accidentally unbound the key to do that. Let me just go ahead really quickly here and fix that. Apparently I can't do that either. That's kind of hilarious. So I'm going to have to see what's going on with that aspect of things. It might be just my computer being stupid. But yeah, you can kind of snap around objects. I'm getting caught like 100 times here. This is kind of funny, but no big deal. Hi, guard. And he's like, hey. Okay, let's just take our time this time. Let's stop being a poopy brain here. Grab all this crap. We'll just make our way through the level here, and then we'll see if we can rebind the keys here. I'm not sure what's going on there. It's just being stupid. Okay, I'm just gonna hide. Let's see if I can just hide. This guard's like, where is he? I don't know where he is. Why can't I, let's see here, why can't I get out of this screen? This is kind of weird. The escape button has stopped working for some reason. I don't really know why that is. Apologies for that. The button stopped working for some particular reason, so I had to reset the game. So what is our objective? Obviously we have to collect these diamonds. We have to avoid the guards. Once we collect all the diamonds, we can basically escape the level. How do we escape the level? There's that little square there on the left right here, you can see. And that'll eventually activate and will allow us to leave. Now, we have to get this guard's attention. We have to get him kind of away from this particular spot. How do we do that? Well, there's some objects in the world that are kind of, you know, you can interact with them. So, like, for instance, I can activate this flush toilet, and that will distract the guard, allow me to move around objects and get his attention, and then I can just simply, you know, grab that object and leave. You can also alternatively just press the C button and you'll do like a whistle like move, and that'll also get his attention, which you can see me do right there. You don't necessarily need to use toilets or objects in the area, but you can. And that kind of covers the basic gist of it. There's also a couple gadgets that you'll see a little bit later on in the game here. Every time you beat a level, it's going to tell you how fast you did to complete it. It's going to tell you how far you are in the story. And that's kind of the bare bones gist of how the game works. I'm going to go ahead and skip a little bit forward here. We'll just do this level just to give you an idea of how items work in this particular game. This is a little bit more of an advanced level. Like I said, I've been playing the game for quite a while now. So we're going to pick up the bugle. And the bugle is an item that you can like throw. And when you throw it, you're going to see it creates a noise. It bounces all around. And then it creates a noise there and then it distracts the guard. So like, okay, so we want to get the guard in here, right? So we go ding, 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 ding. He's going to get distracted. We're going to move right past him. And that kind of covers it. And that's kind of how you progress through these particular levels. That's how you use the gadgets. One thing that's really silly, by the way, is that you can kind of just stand like right there and look at the guard in the face. And he's not going to do jack diddly shit. He's just like completely... If you're not in that cone, he doesn't give a shit about your existence. It's just sometimes a little silly the way that particular aspect works. And you can also see, by the way, the line, by the way, that forms to bounce that particular object. Let's see if we can... let's do it that way. Maybe that'll work. No, that didn't work at all. Let's try that. That's not going to work at all. What did I just do? Okay, let's try... Let's try like this. No, that's not gonna work. Let's try... It takes a little bit of finagling, but it will work eventually. Here, hold on. Let's try that. This guy's really determined not to notice my existence. There we go. Let's try that. Crapola. Try that. Dude, you're really pissing me off as a guard. You know that? I got an idea. You notice this, and why does it keep disappearing? I don't know. It's just doing that. Okay, let's just make this really simplistic on ourselves, shall we? Let's... There we go. Is that gonna work? Oh my god. Please, guard. Notice this. Notice me, senpai. There we go. Man, that felt like it took friggin' forever. Okay, anyways. So we'll do that again, and you get, you know, this will probably distract him a little bit. Or, you know, not. That works too. I remember this one was like you had to like shoot at a particular angle. That works. That should work right there. Totally should work. Okay, I don't know why that one didn't work. He was like right there in range. There we go. We'll go back here, collect the diamonds, and then we'll have to throw the damn bugle again. Bugles are delicious, by the way. I think that's a chip, isn't it? So bugles are chips. Ding, ding, ding. There he goes. I'm distracted. And there we go. And then we beat the level. And it shows you your time again. And there's, like I said, there's quite a few levels for you to kind of enjoy. There's 100 levels just in the story mode alone. There is voice acting, by the way. I mean, I don't know when it kind of activates on its own. It just kind of plays itself. So I haven't really gotten the ability to show that to you yet. Let's show this particular mechanic off. So like I said, there's panels that you'll step on that will make noise. The game does get more complicated as you get, you know, deeper and deeper into the game. And that it does have an increasing, you know, challenge aspect to it. So all we had to do was that particular moment is just get out of the range of it, grab the bugle, and then just kind of start find an angle to make a noise there, I guess. We're gonna go ahead and make we're gonna want to bounce it that way, so that way it ends up making a noise like right about there. Nope, totally screwed that up. I think I distracted the wrong guard. Okay, right. I will say that it kind of has a habit of disappearing. It's kind of pissing me off as far as that goes. It's like it's very particular the way it wants me to make this work. I probably should have been a little bit closer. I'm a boob. It doesn't matter because I'm going to make it to the checkpoint. He's going to catch me. And we teleport to the checkpoint. Again, that's just one of the fundamental problems with volume. I think that's something that's probably going to get patched out, though. I think that's just a matter of them just going into the game and fixing that up. There's sometimes you'll find little logs hidden around here. You just hit the interact button, which is the space bar, and then you usually find some little dialogue, little snippets of story to build the universe up, as it were. Okay, I don't understand why I can't bounce this off the walls. Why can't I bounce this off the walls? What is this bouncing off of? What the hell? I guess I only have to bounce it off the red things here. So if I only have the red things to bounce it off of, let's see if we can like create a really like tight angle. I don't know how they're gonna make this work. Is that gonna work? You know what I probably need to do? I just realized. I probably just need to knock on the wall myself. Nope, totally not. Can I bounce it off of his chrome dome head? No, I sure can't. This is all about angles in this particular mode, I have to guess. If, let's try, like... See, that's not going to work, because that's not going to end up anywhere near him. Let's try that. Will that work? Oh, if I throw it a particular distance... Oh, I can also just activate by simply pressing the mouse button again. So that's kind of cool. Okay. Oh, that makes it really friggin' easy now, doesn't it? Okay. You're a moron. That's that makes the bugle makes the game ridiculously easy. Wow. Okay, here we go. Let's throw it again. Oh god, I'm screwed. I'm screwed. I'm screwed. That's fine. I hit the checkpoint anyways. Yes. Look that way. Keep looking that way. So we beat that level. There you go. We got a new level unlocked. A hidden sin. These portraits are pretty cool, coolly designed. I mean, all in all, the game does look cool. I think it's pretty like well designed. The music is obviously very well done. They obviously took a lot of time to, you know, make a really good orchestral soundtrack, and I think that one aspect of the area is very well done. I think it's kind of cool. The levels kind of change color. I think it adds a little bit of like, it does change up the environment dynamically, and I think that is a pretty cool aspect of things. One thing I will say though is I wonder why I keep losing the bugle every time I enter a new level. That's kind of annoying. Okay, so you're just being a boob. Oh, okay, so I can't get past this particular area. Okay. Do I just have to use this guy's like complete lack of stuff? Oh, hold on. She's like, I know you're in there. Okay, so we gotta hide in this door, and then we can get past him. Just introducing a new element. I get it. Yeah, I mean, just like I said, just graphically speaking, it's pretty cool looking. I think it's also cool how everything kind of just like disassembles and all that jazz. I think it's pretty neat. Right now we got to use a lot of doors to get around things. There we go. We'll hit this checkpoint here. We'll grab this diamonds and we'll head into this door here. It's just a pretty simplistic game. Like I said, it's not too difficult. I think there is a lot of challenge here, depending on how you design the level. I also think it's hilarious that these guys just have zero peripheral vision, and they're just like completely oblivious to anything outside of their cone. It's just kind of hilarious, to the point where they just seem a little bit silly at times. Okay, so we're just gonna aim this like. Nope, you don't see me. Again, it doesn't really matter because we teleported to the checkpoint. That's something they've got to fix because it just makes the game just kind of stupidly easy. Oops, that was a mistake. Oh no! Hold on, I want to see something. Can I just like... That was really simplistic. I didn't even need to use the door there. There we go. Read text. Except for from my kind of guy. Okay, well, I'm proud of where I'm from. Blah, blah, blah. Some universe building stuff. I get the idea. How am I going to distract this guy out of here? That is a good question. Let's see here. Let's... No! You don't see me! Damn it all! If I hide in this door and then maybe like walk behind him, he won't notice me. This plan seems like it's gonna backfire, doesn't it? Yeah, totally backfired. How do you get that guy out of there, man? I'm curious. Oh, this is absolutely hilarious. Crap. So that's okay, we'll just hide and run. There you go, he lost us. He just did not care that we escaped. That's the end of the level. Like, it's just mechanically, it has its issues. It's still a fun game. It still has a lot of cool aspects to it. It's really kind of on the simplistic side of things, and it does get maybe slightly a bit repetitive, and that's where I think the online aspect's going to kick in. Because some of the online levels, like I'll just check out the staff picks here, can get really kind of pretty well designed, and I think that's kind of where things are probably going to get a little bit more, heightened. I think that's where you're going to get a lot of your replay value. That's where you're going to get a lot of your challenge, because they're going to be combining elements and a lot. I'm totally caught, but that's okay. Let's try that again. This is a staff picked level. This is created by a player. Gosh dang it all. I have to wonder though if I can get in his sight, his range of sight, and then just walk out of it. What happens? Let's just be patient. There you go. He's gonna do that, and then we only have like a split second here to make our way out of it. Gosh dang it all! Okay. So I mean, yeah, you really need to just, well, you can't do much. So the idea is that even if you do get caught, just make sure you're not there for very long. We'll just stay at this guy's peripheral vision in here. We'll go there. This should teleport us. And because he, again, can't really chase us, he's not going to be able to give a crap. We got we got a key. Okay, so this will obviously open up some door. Hey, 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 hey! Oh, you bullcrap artist. Okay. Key. Pick it up. Activate thingy. What does this do? Is this where we use the key? Oh no, this is where we jump over the wall. Okay, do I need to go behind this guy, or do I need to use this thing? Let's use this thing. Let's grab that diamond, because we probably need that to complete the level if I had to guess. Pick up the key. Hide. Walkity walkity walk. Grab that. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to do anything to me, dude. It don't matter, you know? Grab this. Ding, ding, ding. Make sure we don't get caught. I think we can just leave now. Yep, there we go. Just to make sure not to get in this guy's sight, we should be able to leave. There we go, we beat one of the user-generated levels. I'm going to say that was a pretty cool level, actually. I kind of like that a lot. I'm going to give it a good rating. Which one was it? It was the blonde one, right? It was this one. So I'll rate that. That was pretty cool. I liked that level. That was fun. And that's gonna kind of cover my entire video on volume, guys. Like I said, it's a very simplistic game. It gets slightly repetitive. They need to fix those mechanical issues as far as the way guards chase you, or the way you can run through a checkpoint, because it just makes the game kind of laughably easy. Even like on some, unless, well, I mean, it also kind of depends on the situation. Some levels can be more difficult than others, but just using that particular exploit, can make the game kind of easy. As far as the story elements goes, I mean, they kind of randomly activate. I mean, we've been playing the game for about 23 minutes now, and it never activated any of the story elements. It only just kind of sporadically comes up. The voice acting's cool. They did a really good job, I think, with the voice acting. The story elements are kind of neat, and I think the story can get pretty complex as you get deeper and deeper into the game. But again, you kind of have to, it's kind of like that carrot on a stick thing. You need to run towards it constantly and get through these levels to get that carrot, at least a little snippet of it occasionally, and then keep playing to get more and more of it. Which is cool, and that's just how the story elements obviously progress. I'm just saying that you have to kind of get through playing these levels over and over again just to get your snippets of story. Whereas it's not every level, it's not every, not every 10 levels. You never really know when you're going to get a snippet of a story, it would seem like. But that's just one aspect to it. It's a cool game. I think it's fun, especially if you enjoy the stealth aspect, if you enjoy those types of games, guys. I think it definitely has issues, but I think it's a very enjoyable game, and I think that map editor alone is what's going to give this game its replay value, guys. So I want to say big thanks to the developer for a chance to check out this title. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and share, and I'll keep bringing you awesome indie games, guys. If you really enjoyed this video, maybe consider hitting up my Patreon page. If you're feeling generous of heart, all donations go to improving the channel or future giveaways. Till next time, guys, play more indie games.